He picked the wrong family, and not scared of a conflict, and we're not scared. We're not running. We're coming at him.
But it just tells the story of it's the evil and the ugliness of people's hearts these days is everywhere.
Hey guys, welcome to the think tank. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Oh my word, we'll start with that. And can you hear me? I literally talked to myself for about 5 minutes before I realized that I wasn't streaming. Hello, hello, hello out there. Can you hear me, friends? Oh, thanks, Dandy. Oh, my God. I was literally sitting here talking to myself. And then I see someone go, well, where's Frankie? I'm like, what? And I was like, oh, my God. Awesome, James. Oh, my goodness. What do I just start? So I've got something set up because, of course, I got onto Twitter to do some stuff, and I was tagged by Mind of Monsters, and it was like an article about this damn soundproof room. Like, what the hell? Millionaire, like, Cheerio. Can you imagine? Oh, my word. Oh, my word. So I was looking at that before we get into James. Frankie by Sister Sledge. So yeah, before we get into James Burke, I kind of wanted to talk a little bit about this damn room. I'm not sure. I haven't looked into this yet, so it kind of just popped up. Any of you guys got information on it, and what do you think? Is it an actual room, or are they just talking hypotheticals? Okay, I am going to try and share this, but it did not work when I was talking to myself. So I'm going to bring this back here. Oh, Jazzy says good morning, guys. Okay, fingers crossed. Nothing. That's cranked up. Mine is cranked up. So yeah, they are taking apart that basement, aren't they? Bit by bit. This is done now, as far as I can tell. I don't know. The walls still have to come down. But I'm going to stop sharing this because I'm not sure what's going on with this volume. But maybe I can figure it out. I'll look for something else on this room. Ooh, they found a soundproof room. Let's take a look. Let's close that out. So am I going to be able to hear this? Because if I can hear it, you'll be able to. Oh, no. Oh, let there be volume. Okay. I'm going to hook onto this, guys. Morning, Jazzy. Yeah. I still got to go get her those bones. I think I might do it after the stream today. Okay, get back to do here? We'll bring up this. Yeah, a soundproof room. That's all this guy needed, but it shouldn't surprise me. It shouldn't surprise me. So I wonder if they found it downstairs, like anywhere near that, where he kept those guns. Okay. I will check it out, Dandy. Is it in our chat? Other conversations or no? Let's go back up here. Oh, look at that. Okay. Thank you. Okay. Where do you guys think this room is? Like, what? What? A soundproof room. Unreal, guys. In the basement. Oh, yeah, James. Okay, hold on. What the hell? Get over here. You can stop there. See, I was wondering, just because he had a couple of those sheds out that way, I was wondering if he might have had something out there, but I think you got it. Wow. Let's do this, guys. Authorities have reportedly found a soundproof room in the basement of accused Gilgo Beach unaliver Rex Heerman's home, where at least one woman may have been unalived. I believe there's going to be more than one alived in there. It's just due to the fact that there was things on that tape. Latest development in the investigation, first reported by the New York Post, comes as New York State Troopers and Suffolk County Police have been combing through the accused unaliver's home for clues since his arrest earlier this month. Dig that BITCH up. Police have been carting out boxes of potential evidence from Heerman's home all week. 59-year-old architect has been charged with at least 3 women and was said by a prosecutor to be a suspect in the fourth. I think they're waiting to see if they can get DNA from that degraded hair that was there. Of course, he has denied it like they do. So, items pulled out of Huerman's home in Massapequa Park in recent days have included more than 200 firearms, that creepy-ass large doll in a glass case, a portrait of a woman with a bruised face, a filing cabinet. Investigators, some dressed in crime lab t-shirts and they had that protective material over top of them, were seen carting away the desktop computer, a large picture frame, a mirror, and other household items. Mr. GQ there. The charges were a remarkable development in one of New York's most notorious mysteries. Starting in 2010, police searching for a missing woman near Long Island, Gilgo Beach, discovered 10 sets of human remains scattered along Barrier Island. So they did find 8 women, 1 man, and a young child. So I'm sorry, I just have to say this because I've read other things about this stop, and I think it's more likely just due to the fact that they were, at this point, working underneath an extremely crooked cop. He is out of prison now, but he basically ended up pleading guilty to some charges. But I do believe it's just because if he didn't want them to dig any further. He just wanted this to stop. I have a lot of things to say about Mr. James Burke, but getting back to this, finding these remains, well, he didn't want his guys doing that. So this guy wasn't out there working. What I heard is he was out there to either him go pee or his dog go pee, allegedly. And I tend to believe that more than all of a sudden one guy decided to not work under the rule of James Burke and was going looking. No, I think he stopped and had a pee. Just gotta say, it's been driving me nuts. Authorities concluded it was unlikely one person had anything to do with all those victims, but that several of the bodies found they're relatively close and appear to be the work of a Cheerio. So grown up, a Cheerio. Huerman is accused. I'm sorry, guys. Did you guys get a cup? I love mine, my mug. I do. So, Suffolk County District Attorney Ray Tierney said investigators are continuing to work towards charging him with the 4th victim, Maureen Brainard Barnes. All 4 women had been working. Their remains were found along the same quarter-mile stretch of Ocean Parkway. Ocean Parkway? Wow. That place, unreal. I don't think it's the work of just one person, as much as I would like to. It's absolutely nuts. I just don't think it's the work of one person. But I do think Crash Cash. Hey, Dandy, I'm also looking for designs. If you guys have anything you would like to see on a notebook, I am writing I've got some things down. I like some of the sayings. But yeah, you guys, I'd love for you guys to be able to decide how you want things, where you want things. So I'm willing to work with you to get you exactly what you want. I'm getting this stuff through one place. So I have to do the same as you guys. I order and they send it to me. I make up the merch, but they deal with the ordering and the shipping. Everything's dealt with through them. So I don't know. Mine came really fast. It did. I got 2 of them, one for me, one for hubby. But yeah, I was pleased. It's not a sticker. Like it's good quality. Anyways, back to this butthead, eh? I'm glad they're ripping up that yard. Investigators in the case have also searched storage units that had been rented by Huerman, who also owned undeveloped land in South Carolina and a timeshare condominium in Las Vegas. I think when I was looking, it said that he was worth something like $7 million. The missing women whose disappearances prompted the police search that led to the accidental discovery of, Gilgo remains. Shannon Gilbert herself was found in a nearby coastal marsh in 2011. I don't think Shannon, I think this is a separate deal. I do. I just think this is a separate deal. Suffolk police concluded that she had drowned accidentally, and her family has not accepted that. They believe she was also attacked. Okay, I want to see this too, guys. Okay, I'm just going to make this a little bigger for y'all. I'm really enjoying this platform for streaming. It's nice and clear. Is it clear for you guys? But I bounce back and forth, so sometimes it's a little bit confusing on my brain. So thank you, Dandy, for this very much. Gilgo Beach latest. A sun-proof room, cadaver dogs, and a classmate speaks. Whoa, nice. I do appreciate everything you guys do. If it's something you want me to see right away, just send it to me in my private stuff, because a lot of times I don't check the links. I should. Law enforcement officers continue to investigate Rex Huerman's Massapequa Park home over the weekend. So they've been at this for like 10 days so far. Excavating the backyard of his home and finding a sun-proof room. Law enforcement officers used excavating equipment for more than 3 hours on Sunday. Before that, police dogs reportedly scoured the property. The news comes after Huerman's former classmate said he tried to cause her harm when they worked together as stagehands in a high school play. What the hell? Ooh, what'd you find, Andy? Let's do this. Wonder what the hell's in that thing, eh? So this is state police officers moving a metal cabinet as law enforcement searches the home of suspected serial... Rex Huerman, Saturday, July 15th. In 1980, Berner High School in Massapequa put on a production of Arsenic and Old Lace about a deranged pair of sisters who lure, poison, and bury a dozen old men in their cellar. Without telling anyone, Huerman added additional weights to the bottom of the pulley system that raised and lowered the stage curtains, the classmate told the New York Post. When she pulled on the lever connected to the system, her 95-pound body suddenly went soaring towards the, auditorium ceiling. Huerman was charged July 14th with 6 counts in the deaths of Amber Costello, Melissa Bartholomew Megan Waterman. Neighbors also told the New York Post, this is not who I'm reading this from, but they've always got some good stuff. So neighbors also said that the police used cadaver dogs and ground-penetrating radar to scour his backyard. So far, officials obtained a menagerie of items from the house. Again, a trove of more than 200 guns. What the hell did he need 200 guns for? Like, was he planning on taking this out to his property? Like, what the hell? A painting of fair skin blonde with large, deep-set dark eyes and an injury on her right cheek and a childlike doll. That just creeps me out. Childlike doll enclosed in a display case. He just makes me want to hurl. Law enforcement also raided an Amityville storage unit last week in attempts to obtain evidence, but they did 2 of them, right? So since 2010, at least 11 sets of remains have been found, believed to be related to the Gilgo Beach attacks. Police have searched for the Cheerio ever since. No, because we're going to talk about Sheriff James Burke. They didn't start in 2010. They just start like maybe a year and a half ago. At least 4 of the killings included neck injuries. 2 showed signs of blunt force. And, of course, the cause of the death remains inconclusive for some victims due to the fact that they were found later. Hello, Mexi. Oh, Dr. Oh, damn, yes. Boom. Let me get my book. Dr. Defibrillator. That's awesome, James. That's a great idea. I frickin' love it. And what's the other one? Okay, it's in my book. I just have to... Shirts. That's so funny. I love it. So, if they used dogs, then dug it, makes me believe something was buried. Yeah, right? And then the fact that they used that ground penetrating radar. Is that what it's called? Yes, that's so funny. I'm looking forward to building it. Oh my goodness. You guys are hilarious, I tell you what. Did they? Yes, exactly. I have to go up here a little bit. Yeah. That it pretty much sounds like it from everything I've looked at. Literally, guys, I have got like okay, you guys do the computers and all of this stuff. This is how I research. I print off and I like scour. And I scour and I scour and I scour. So this guy that we're going to be working on next is just like, what? Really? I would be the one that I would be telling the truth and it would say I was lying. They terrify me. Yeah. Very good question. Uh-oh, what did you find, Mexi? Yes, absolutely. Yes, yes, yes. 1000%. Yeah, that doll gives me fear. Like, and I mean, I've got something that looks like Annabelle at the end of my hall that creeps everybody out. Why do I have it? Because it creeps everybody out. Jazz. Yeah, that's just awesome. They took a MASH poster into evidence. What? Oh, yeah. MASH was probably one of my favorite shows. Yeah. I loved Hawkeye. Hot Lips and Hawkeye. Damn straight. Yeah, me too, Dandy. Hello, little man. Hello. Do you eat a good breakfast? I'm hoping. Listen to your mom. Oh my goodness. What a love. Yes, great work, Mexi. I mean, you guys, holy crap, can you research? Yeah, I was saying yesterday, Mexi's attention to detail blows me away. And Shauna, you're damn good. You're all damn good. Who is James Burke? Authorities address speculation about disgraced ex-police chief's ties to the Giglow attacks. Lil man. So, yeah, that's the shithead here. I love watching this guy. He opens the door, he just kind of flings it back. And I don't know, I think he gets a little intimidated by the cameras. He was funny to watch. So, warning, this article contains a recollection of crime and can be triggering to some readers. Discretion is advised. So that is a trigger warning. Right? So let's do it this way. Great job, everybody. Nuh-uh. Oh, what a great idea. I hope the doll makes the trial. I'd leave it on the defense bench for the jury to look at. Right? I mean, even the thoughts of that thing and possibilities. Hey, Jasmine, why are your feet on my counter? Nothing worse than a dirty cop. And we know of quite a few, don't we, James, that are out there. Yeah. Top sleuthing, guys. Top sleuthing. There is behind, you watch these videos for lives for however long, but behind the scenes, it's unreal what we do. Everybody works as a team. Everybody gets along great. Same sense of humor. And we're back researching our tails off as soon as we're done with this. This is the fun part. Well, it's all, it's nice touching base with everybody and getting all these different ideas. It's awesome. And yeah, I'll just stick to my old ways and we'll get her done. Top sleuthing. I just want everybody to know how appreciated they are. Okay, let's get back here to this jerk. So, Long Island, New York, Suffolk Police Commissioner Rodney Harris has dismissed speculation linking disgraced former chief of department, yeah, he's a big guy, James Burke, to the Giglow investigation, stating that it's a disservice to the ongoing 11-year-old investigation. In an interview, Harrison assured the public that there was no cover-up in the case. Sorry, buddy, don't believe crap that you say. Who is James Burke? Burke is a controversial figure who served time in a federal prison for assaulting a suspect who had stolen his duffel bag containing adult toys and porn tapes. His boss, Thomas Spada, the former Suffolk district attorney, also went to prison for obstructing justice in an attempt to cover up the incident. A worker claimed in 2016 to have encountered Burke at adult parties in Oak Beach, near where the Gilgo victims were found, as reported by, again, the New York Post. Prior to becoming Suffolk County Police Chief, Burke had faced another scandal involving engaging in activities with a worker who used bad stuff in his patrol car while he was in uniform. Yeah, this guy.
Dramatic fall from grace for the former chief of department for the Suffolk County Police. The highly decorated veteran officer admitted to roughing up a suspect and covering it up. CBS 2's Carolyn Gussoff has the new information from federal court on Long Island.
He acknowledges his lack of judgment and his failure in leadership.
Suffolk County's former top uniformed cop pleading guilty. Former Chief James Burke admitting in a strong voice in federal court
So after we learn about this guy a little bit more, I'd love to know if I think he pled guilty strictly because he didn't want them to dig any further. That's really why I think this guy pled guilty. Let me know your thoughts as we get to know him a little bit better.
quote, willfully used unreasonable force and slapped and hit a suspect, then conspired to cover it up.
He realized the mistake he's made, and he's owned up to it, and he wants to get it past him, and he wants the Suffolk County Police Department to get past it as well so they can go back and do the good work they do.
It's outrageous and it's sad.
Vindication, says the attorney for Christopher Loeb.
The days of the corruption, the cover-ups, the abuse of power in Suffolk are over.
Burke now admits he beat Loeb, a burglary suspect who stole a duffel from Burke's SUV. The duffel contained the chief's gun belt, but also claimed Loeb, porn, and sex toys.
Every time I asked for a lawyer, I got hit again, I got hit again, I got choked, I got punched, I got slapped, I got kicked.
Chained and defenseless, his civil rights violated. The cover-up, 11 cops asked to lie to a grand jury. Under the plea deal, Burke will serve up to 51 months, a fraction of the 30 years he faced. His crashing fall from grace has county-wide implications. Legislator Robert Trotta calling for resignations of the county executive and DA.
They're responsible for putting him in this position. It was common knowledge that that type of activity was going on, and this is going to cost the taxpayers a lot of money in lawsuits.
Hinting another shoe may drop, the U.S. attorney said the investigation's ongoing. Burke.
Yeah, you see, this is the thing. It wasn't just him. I mean, he was the one setting the example. Him and the prosecutor.
Is not, his attorneys say, cooperating with federal officials to bring down anyone else. In Hauppauge, Long Island, Carolyn Gussoff, CBS 2 News.
And Suffolk's new police commissioner says he's put together a new leadership team committed to crime fighting, integrity, and transparency. County Executive Steve Bellone said Burke lied to him for 3 years and called the plea a positive step forward in restoring justice in Suffolk County.
So that's the thing. That is the thing. What did he put into this case? Nothing. He chased everybody who was helping to look at the Gigolo cases and then the Lisk cases. He told the FBI to go away. He told everybody to go away. So what would his reasoning be for something like that? Yeah, exactly, Dandy. We almost need police to police. Just unreal, this guy. And like I said, sadly, it has gone all the way through the ranks. This is part of the reason I don't think Buddy was out there looking for remains. I think he pulled over to the side of the road, my personal opinion, to take a pee. I've read it in many articles, and I just, due to what was happening at that time, I think that's what was going on. So, let's see here. So, Burke has been described by acquaintances as an obsessed narcissist and a middle-aged bachelor with a vulgar disregard to social niceties, according to Vice. He assumed a position in the Suffolk County Police Chief shortly after the remains of the victims were discovered on Gilgo Beach. A podcast titled Unraveled, Long Island Serial, released in July, gotta check it out, alleges that Burke, just weeks after taking office, excluded the FBI from the Gilgo Beach case. Burke also released from prison in 2019 after... Burke was released from prison 2019 after serving his sentence for assaulting the suspect. Because he was embarrassed that that bag was inappropriate. To be in the back of a cop car, like, what? So the Gilgo Beach investigation began in 2010 with the disappearance of Shannon Gilbert. She was a Craigslist worker who went missing after visiting her client's house in Oak Beach on May 1st of that year. Oh my God. Have you guys seen pictures of the inside of this guy's house? Whoa, what the hell? It's disgusting upside down mess. Like it's bad. I was quite surprised. Rickety and just, ooh. I'll see if I can find pictures. So during a canine search of the area on December 11th, remains were discovered on Gilgo. Yeah, no, the guy was taking a pee. So remains were discovered near Gilgo Beach off Ocean Parkway. However, these remains did not belong to Gilbert and were later identified of those as Melissa Bartholomew. 2 days later, the remains of 3 others, later identified as Maureen Brainerd Barnes, Megan Waterman, and Amberlynn Costello, were found in close proximity to Bartholomew's remains, who was also a worker on Craigslist. All 4 women had been reported missing between July 2007 and September of 2010. Partial remains of Jessica Taylor, another worker, were found on March 29th, 2011, with whose remains had previously been discovered on July 26, 2003, just off Halsey Manor Road in Manorville. So, yes, part of her was found in one spot and part of her was found in another spot. And this isn't the only case like that. Shortly after the discovery of Taylor's partial remains in 2011, 3 additional sets of remains were found on April 4th, 2011. Slow down. Among them were the partial remains of Valerie Mack, which had been dry. In close proximity to Mack's remains, the skeletal remains of an unidentified little girl were found. So she ends up being Peach's little girl. So Mac's remains were positively identified in 2020. West of Mac's remains were those of the toddler. Also, the skeletal remains of an unidentified Asian male. So it doesn't say it in here, but from what I've read and from really good authority, they're saying that he was dressed as a woman, missing some teeth. So about 7 miles away, 2 more sets of remains were found on April 4th. One set is believed to be the mother of the toddler, and that's who they call Peaches due to a tattoo of Peaches. And the other set of partial remains were linked through DNA to remains found in Davis Park on Fire Island. So yes, 2 sets that have been okay, 2 sets of remains that have been found kind of scattered. in the cupboard. Yeah, because there's like not much else. I'll look for the pictures of the inside of that house because it's like something else. So, Mexi and I had actually talked about this. There's a point in that conversation with 911 where you can see, you can hear him in the background saying, okay, I'm going to go upstairs and you guys just get out of here. And, strange, like Mexi was saying, that would you just leave someone you don't know in part of your house and walk away? Well, she made a good point. A lot of people would not leave anyone in their house and just go upstairs. Is it possible with this guy? I think it's possible. Not a guarantee? Absolutely not. Still kind of odd that you would say, okay, well, I'm going upstairs. You guys just leave. We'll see what we can find out about that. Oh, yes. Yes, don't you think so? High percentage of weirdos on Long Island. I find that in a lot of areas where people, like even little mountain areas where it's like just a few houses, a couple shady looking ones, some nice ones, and I don't stop. I'll just keep right on going. I met a fellow when I was working on the Summer Wells case when it first started, and he lived in this area. So he went out there and took video footage of what that area was like and what it looked like. Really nice, clear video. Well, in part there, he's with his nephew, I think he said. It came out that they said you don't have to worry about the cops out here. You have to worry about the locals and their guns. And it's like that in so many parts of U.S. and Canada where there's not a lot of people. All sorts of shady shit can happen, and usually does. Yeah, they like the seclusion. They're a little bit off-putting, and let me see. Disgraced former chief. There are some really, really good places to get information on this case. I think one is called Gilgo.com, GilgoNews.com. There's some really good ones. So yes, disgrace ex-police chief faces accusations that he is tied to the Gilgo Cheerio. New podcast claims. That's what I see. Yeah, good call. That's exactly what I see. A lot of financially privileged people out doing horrific things. Yeah. I mean, how do you put this? A lower sized, but the same idea as someone like Epstein. Look at how much money that man had, basically because he was a twisted fack. So let's see what we got here. fireballs. Disgraced former police chief is shrouded in accusation of being tied to the Gilgo Beach case. A sensational new podcast claims. Unraveled. Long Island. Should check it out. So this was released on Wednesday and delves into the search for a man who unalived almost a dozen women before disposing of their remains on a desolate beach. What? Most of the victims were young and no one has been arrested for their deaths. Okay, when is this? Because some of these are older, right? Just to get information. But this is July 14th that it was updated. Unraveled is hosted by Billy Jensen and Alexis Linkletter. Puts the spotlight on ex-Suffolk County Police Chief James Burke, who headed the department from 2011 until his resignation in 2015. Yeah, he retired. He got the hell out of there and only did 46 months, where, I mean, he was looking at 30 years. So Burke was jailed for 46 months back in 2016 after pleading guilty to a civil rights violation arising out of an assault on a local man by the name of Christopher Loeb in 2012 while he was serving in the top job. There he is there. Awesome. I'm going to do it this way. Hey guys, I'm dropping a link down for a YouTuber who took Ocean Parkway at night and pulled over and drove to Rex's house. The story is off a little, but he does speak about how that place is not to be continued. Yeah, much appreciated, friend. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Maxie. Okay. So again, there's two remains here. We got Jane Doe, which turns out to be Mac. Valerie Mack is number 6. The toddler right beside her. Thank you, Windows. It's funny because Peaches is down over here and Baby is way up here. This stretch, I'm glad that Mexi was able to find it because it is very, very deceiving by just looking at it here. At this time here, they had no lights. They had nothing. Pitch black. Duffel bags coming up. Loeb had stolen a Navy duffel bag from the back of Burke's SUV in December of that year before he was subsequently tracked down by police. Loeb says Burke took him back to the station and assaulted him. Loeb is interviewed in the first episode of Unraveled. Nice. Where he sensationally claims that Burke may have beaten him because he found an incriminating item inside that duffel bag. During the podcast, Loeb tells producers that the duffel bag contained a pink toy, handcuffs, a whistle, some blue DVDs. I don't know. Do you guys know what blue is? Loeb alleges he put one of the DVDs into the player and was stunned what he saw. I put it on for about 2 minutes. I saw a guy in a mask torturing a girl, a worker. She was tied behind her back. Makeup was running down her back. She was scared to death. It says it was a snuff film, otherwise known as what? What? Holy shite, guys. Holy shite. And you know what? I believe this kid. Unraveled. Okay, it's on ID. Prior to becoming Suffolk County Police Chief, Burke had been busted for having adult activities in his patrol car while in uniform with a worker who used right. We learned about that. Vice claims Burke has been described by those who knew him as obsessed narcissist and a middle-aged bachelor. Okay. Yeah, he's pretty gross. Pretty gross. Yeah. I believe this kid. I don't know if I'm supposed to, but I do. While I'm doing this, if you're new, don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. Join the fam. Okay, so this is him now. Big change from the way he did. Looks like he's in shape. He's carrying, I don't know if we'll see it in this article or not, but he's carrying a little Crown Royal bag. It's like, what? Yes, that's exactly what it is. James, yes. Beyond evil. I couldn't even imagine. I mean, that would, I seen something really ignorant that was put, a woman said it was from like, I don't know if it was India or something like that, but this thing popped up when I was on Twitter and just popped in, and it was this woman tied to a tree, nothing on, and there was guys beating her up with sticks. It popped on and it popped off, and I tell you what, I had to I shut it down. I shut everything down and just what? Someone ended up contacting me that seen the same thing, and she's like, that's why I left. And I'm like, oh my God. So I couldn't imagine watching this stuff and finding it appealing in any which way. Yeah, and that's the problem. Such a normal looking guy. Yeah. And I mean, when you're young, appearances mean a lot. You know, a way a person comes across. I used to be a cop. Yeah. I mean, he can still use it. It can still be power for a man like this. I think he's walking to his car, if I remember correctly. Largely flown under the radar since 2018 after serving his 46-month sentence for assault and obstruction of justice. Oh, there's the Crown Royal. Running errands. Doesn't look too concerned. Wonder if he found a dance partner while he was in the L.I.S.K. He's not out much. Come on. We want to see you, buddy. What you got in your trunk now? What's in that trunk? Wonder if they check you every once in a while, carrying anything you're not supposed to. What is that, like some kind of little iPad or something? That's the last thing this guy needs. Shouldn't be allowed the internet. That should be a restricted thing. Okay, so that's him getting into his car. And I think that's it for this one. And I don't know that you guys are going to want to go through all that, so. No. That's what I was thinking too. That's exactly what I was thinking. What the hell you got in there, buddy? I think I'm going to leave that one alone. Let's go back here. I think this is a good one. I don't think we'll look at that. I don't think we need to look at that. But we'll check this out. So how are you guys doing today? I had all the doors open from like, I don't know, about 4:30, 5 o'clock this morning. And supposed to get to 31C today. You know, like it really makes you wonder. It really does, friend. Is he got, Dr. Defib. Yeah. Okay, ex-police chief beat junkie who stole his stuff. A lot of things I'm not allowed to say. So this is back in December 9th, 2015. And sometimes it is kind of nice to take a look back. New York Post, and this one's July 24th, 2023. And this is back. I'm sorry. Yeah. Did I explain that properly? Former Suffolk County Police Chief beat up and threatened to unalive a junkie who stole his duffel bag containing all sorts of stuff he shouldn't have had in the chief's official vehicle. The arm twisted other cops to cover up the assault. The feds charged. Wednesday, James Burke, who resigned in October, was busted on civil rights and obstruction charges for allegedly assaulting Christopher Loeb in a rage after the handcuff burglary suspect called him a pervert over the stolen bag's racy content. Boom. I'll just call it like it is. The court papers allege the disgraced lawman forced lower-level cops to get their story straight and keep them in the clear, intimidating them so badly that one even lied under oath on the witness stand. Loeb was arrested on December 14th at his mother's Smith Smithtown home, where authorities found a cache of property stolen from numerous vehicles, including Burke's police-issued SUV. The items stolen from Burke's vehicle included his gun belt, magazines of ammunition, a box of cigars, a humidor, and a canvas bag that contained, among other items, all sorts of stuff that he shouldn't have had. When Burke learned of the bust, he was so concerned about concealing the bag of smut that he raced over Smithtown's house and tampered with the crime scene, the feds allege, grabbing the duffel bag and belongings in direct violation of police issue and protocol. Didn't want everyone to see his toys? Aw. Doesn't play nice in the sandbox, doesn't share. Oy. He then headed to the police station where Loeb was handcuffed, hunched over, and manacled to the floor, and proceeded to attack him, the feds say. Burke shook Loeb's head violently, punched him in the head and body, and attempted to knee him, the court papers are saying. So afterwards, Burke allegedly bragged about the beating to other cops, including at the department event where he revealed Let's try this again. He regaled a group of officers with his account of the assault, saying it reminded him of the good old days. Oh, look at all the different things you can find him under. Really nice. Really nice, buddy. Yeah. He earned these promotions, right? Worked hard for them. Oh my God. Ah, yeah, the good old days. The good old days, you know. Brutal. And it's amazing. Once some of these idiots get some power, it's like, exactly, his mother must be proud. Yeah, it does. This kind of reminds me of, oh my goodness. Roger Rogerson. Same kind of thing. But he was way better at his conniving. I think he's probably one of the best when it came to conniving. Oh, okay, just the title of this one. Let's get this. There we go. This guy's so funny when he's walking, like truly. Ah, the good old days. So what was the police chief in, I can't even say some of this stuff, and Toy Beatdown, released from prison. Whoa. How to be remembered in the history books. Buddy. Oh, the disgraced former Long Island police chief who was jailed for bashing a man who stole his, that stuff, and a dildo from the top cop's official vehicle and then covering it up, has been released from federal prison. So he went from low security federal correctional complex to a halfway house. And the agency said the residential reentry center has been sent to, has been run by its residential reentry management's New York office. Good God. Ah, so he's scheduled for release from federal custody 6 months ahead of his full sentence. Ah, good behavior. Unreal. It's also saying that he was allegedly busted with oxycodone in his cell. Yeah, that's good behavior. Oh, but he was cleared. So the ex-cop pled guilty to beating up heroin. Yeah, bad word. Neat. Christopher Loeb, after this person broke into the department issue SUV in 2012, swiping a duffel bag from inside that contained ammunition, cigars. Oh! There we are. He then acted like a dictator to keep the beating quiet from the department. Good Lord, man, good Lord. So I've got one more we'll take a peek at, and I just think it's like, pfft. Again, mother must be proud. Yeah, this one's a good one. I'll blow it up before I share it with y'all. So, let's see here. Escort claims disgraced ex-police chief James Burke linked to unsolved Gilgo Beach. If I remember correctly, he had a relationship with one girl in particular. Dandy. Damn. Okay, let's see here. Oak Beach, New York. Suffolk County's disgraced former police chief James Burke, long suspected of keeping the FBI in the dark about the Gilgo Beach case, faces a new accusation from a worker who says there's a link between him and those unalivings. An attorney for one of the slain victims said on Thursday. It's been 6 years. Okay, so this is, let's just to keep it in perspective. So this is right after it happened, posted December 15th, 2016. All workers, one man and one toddler, were the first to be found, but there's still no suspect and no one in custody. Oh, yes, there is. So this is the first time there's an actual connection made between the former police chief, Burke, Oak Beach, and that's why it's significant, attorney John Ray said at a late morning press conference along with the, let me look. Okay, maybe what I'll do, I'm going to try and do this, friends. Well, hello, Mom. How you doing? So that right there, I do believe, should take you to that press conference, I believe. It's almost 50 minutes long, so I don't think we should look at it on this stream anyways. So the escort, according to an affidavit, has been in the profession for 5 years, discussed multiple times She said she partied with Burke in 2011 at an unknown Oak Beach home and engaged in rough adult activities. Numerous people, workers, all sorts of that stuff were at a gathering, she said, adding what she observed former Chief Burke use the snow at 2 parties she attended with him present. And of course, the Suffolk County Police has no comment. Burke's attorney said these allegations do not warrant a comment. Yeah, well. When asked about the significance of the claims, Ray pointed to what he described as an unusual act for any officer. Yeah. A high police official from Suffolk County goes and parties in Oak Beach itself with all of that illegal stuff happening in 2011 while an active police investigation was underway into the deaths of 4 women who had been found within walking distance. What? That suggests, the lawyer continued, an arrogance and a certainty in his mind he could pretty much do whatever he wanted with regard to that investigation. That itself is pretty outrageous. Absolutely. So Leanne, the Long Island escort, gave a sworn statement prior to Thursday and is willing to take a lie detector test. While the statements are not the smoking gun directly showing Burke is an unaliver, Ray described them as very strong circumstantial evidence. The first body that was found in December 2010, while they were looking for Shannon Gilbert, no, he was taking a pee. Personal opinion. A sex worker who had disappeared near Oak Beach after running from a client's home. Gilbert wouldn't be discovered until 2011, but at least 10 bodies would be found in and around Gilgo Beach. And there may be other cases found not much farther away in connection to what is believed to be the work of a Cheerio. As the years drag on, Burke was accused of keeping the FBI out of the loop. He kept everybody out of the loop, and this was the problem. So we were talking a little bit earlier, there was 2 of them that were, let's see here. There was 2 of them that remains were found in 2 different spots. Gotta be creative, right, friend? That's a good call, right? Oh my goodness. So tell me, guys, what do you think? What the hell do you think? I don't know which is more interesting or all of it's equally, but the fact that Rex has like a soundproof room, what the actual hell is going on with him? And as far as Burke, oh my God, keep your eye on that guy. I think he's sick in the brain. Personal opinion. I don't know. I just think this is awesome. Why am I thinking about the cop from Pulp Fiction? It's like, oh my goodness. Well, now, I mean, I really wanted to talk about these guys. I'm going to go through and get educated as much as I can about this cop because I really don't know. I don't think he is involved with the 4 right now. I do believe that's Rex. But there's still a bunch more. I mean, maybe he did one. Maybe he and a friend did one. Maybe him and the fine doctor. I don't know. But I still think there's something behind with this guy. I don't think it's over. I don't think it's over. So there's that, and I mean this room. Oh my God, Mom, was I shocked when I seen that? I appreciate it. Let me tell you, you and Shauna were on that, and I was like, what the hell? Right? I can't help but wonder if that cop was involved. And yeah, that room. I was like, oh, shit. We're Dexter real life here. Absolutely. Oh, my God. Don't ask me why I know this. Well, this case kind of brings this out, doesn't it? It's like, what the hell? What the actual hell? And again, Mexi is doing up a map. Oh my God. Again, when she does mapping, she is so detailed. Blows me away how detailed she gets. And it's appreciated because you can literally, when her map is done, it explains absolutely everything. She's got a talent. Damn adulting. Oh my word. Oh my goodness. Hey, what a good idea. What a great idea. We should organize a walkout, adult day. Oh my goodness. Well, I've got a few things left on Burke, but both of them take a lot of time. So I'm thinking if I come back to him, that's when we'll go through this. But yeah, I'm so already wanting to dig into this damn room. Like, what the actual hell? In that basement. I'm wondering, like, was that basement, like, was it cut off? No one was allowed to go in there? Or what the hell's going on with that basement? Unreal. And do you think he's got another spot where he's dumping? Like, where is he dumping? Have they found it? Ew. Okay. I seen that one of the dolls left in the victims' memorials. Oh, yeah. Had fabric stuffed in its mouth, which is how the victims were found. One of the victims were found. I seen that too, Perry. Yeah. Wow. What? Oh. Creepy AF, right? I mean, they would only take it if they thought it was associated, that big doll. If they thought it was associated with this case, right? Which is the gross part about the entire thing. Like, yuck. So yeah, I'm going to probably take a look as to what's been happening as far as that house, that room, see if I can dig up some more information somewhere. Oh. Sick, twisted individual. But I mean, with that kind of goes along with the fact that he was calling the family, right? Like, how many calls did one of them? He called the sister something like 16 times saying the worst crap and calling on the sister's phone. So if he's willing to do stuff like this, I can also think that he would be capable of leaving those dolls. I agree, Perry. Like, oh my God. What? Oh, Mom. Okay, so my mind goes to the Hello Kitty case. This sick couple opened up a stuffed Hello Kitty and replaced the stuffing with parts of a girl they unalived. Like, sick AF. What the actual F? Yeah, very sadistic. Very sadistic. I'm going to have to look that case up. I'm not familiar with it, Mom. Hello Kitty. Oh, they are. And I mean, the evil things that are coming out, like the way they're capable of doing some of this stuff that is not, I mean, it hurts my brain to even think of what they, like just sick. I wonder how long he's had that damn, oh my goodness, that sound room. Yeah, bring back asylums. Right? Oh, here's an idea. Are you kidding me? You know, it's just like, just horrible what people do. And how long some of them get away with it. And the people that they are destroying. I don't think Rex did that one. What I don't get is if he didn't alive Shannon Gilbert, why was her lawyer receiving taunting calls unless Rex did it for just kicks? Personally, I don't think Rex has anything to do with this case. Not Shannon. I think that I think Shannon, looking for Shannon, is how they found all of these girls. Well, people, because there's also the Asian male and that little baby, right? So, yeah, I think something else happened with Shannon. I really do. I was reading where she was, I don't know if it's the truth or not, but they're saying manic depressive. And Mexi again, it said she's got something. But yeah, you haven't seen that said a lot, but it is out there where there's a possibility that she was manic depressive. So if that's the case, she could have been going through some shit. Oh, that could be, right? Yeah. Bipolar, I think. Isn't it the same thing now? Isn't bipolar like a new way to say manic depressive? I'm not sure. Like I'm not sure. I don't believe he is involved with Shannon Gilbert, but suspect he was making the calls to her lawyer. And I think that's, again, very, very possible. He likes to taunt. The fact that they've got all those burner phones, I think they've got 7. Ooh. Yeah. Oh my goodness, guys. This is like a very fluid case. It's constantly moving. Every single day there's something else. So with that, guys, I am going to call the stream. I'm going to, let's see here. I'm going to jump off and start digging into this damn soundproof room. So I will see you guys next time. Thank you very much for being here.